Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about a father who had an issue with a bully. So what happened was his 7-year-old daughter was being bullied by another 7-year-old girl. And he tried to do everything to stop it. Now, this is all allegedly because this is what we're hearing online. But he allegedly sent letters. He allegedly spoke to the principal. He allegedly met with the other girl's parents. But the bullying never stopped. So he decided to beat up the girl's father. But not only just beat him up, jumped him. Him and his brother went and jumped the father. So we're asking 800-585-1051. We are in Breakfast Club court right now. What are your thoughts? We'll start with you, Jess.
I mean, I was like kind of against what he did until he explained it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really don't see a lot wrong with that, especially since he did take proper precaution in the beginning. There are certainly other ways he could have handled it. He could have fought the guy one-on-one. I mean, he could have proceeded to have more meetings, and but that's his little girl being traumatized at the end of the day from a bully. So
Yeah.
her and her uncles had to come through.
But we always talk about for every action is reaction, right? And, let's say he spoke to his daughter. Let's say his daughter was just a bad kid. And, he tried to do what's right because, kids going to be kids regardless.
Yeah.
And now you come to my house or you come to beat me up. Let's say I got my firearm with me. Now your daddy dead.
Yeah.
Or let's say you fight me and I get the upper hand. Now your daddy's dead or he's hurt. Or you beat me up, now your daddy's in jail.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? I don't think so.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
that
like
ain't the
you said,
hypothetical we dealing with this morning. The reality is him and his brother won that fight.
Yeah. And the other part of the reality is it may not be over.
That's
know,
my
not
point.
be over.
Now
Yeah.
it might not be over. Now you
Yeah.
beat me up. Now I need my get back.
Now I
Now I gotta
watch-
call my cousins.
And then your daughter still got to come to school. My kid got to go to school. We just don't know what.
But not only that, you don't want a father to take it too far. But like, oh, now you jump me. And when I see your daughter, I slap your daughter. Something you never know how far it goes.
You be jumping out the window with the wildest.
This is not jumping out the window?
The judge would definitely say, "Stop trying to sway the jury, Mr. Attorney."
I'm just saying.
Like, you just be making stuff up.
It's
like,
jumping out. We all jumping out the
no,
window.
no, deal with the
Now
reality
I'ma
of the
slap your
situation.
daughter.
Exactly.
You don't know.
Deal with the reality. Was he right for what happened? In my opinion, no. But I am the same person that says if you mess with my child, I'm gonna beat your parent up. So I do understand him. He loves his child. He wants the bullying of his child to stop. So that pain his child is feeling, that hurt his child is feeling, he projected that onto the parent of the child that was bullying his child. Now, what's sad about this situation is that all these actions are being determined by a child, meaning he jumped the parent because the child doesn't know any better and kept bullying his kid. If that man has gone through all the proper procedures, if he went to the school, if he had conversations with the parent, if he made complaints, and all that didn't make the child stop bullying the other child, I'm not sure the jumping will either.
Yeah.
I'm not sure him beating up the...
It might make it worse.
It'll make it worse because the parent that got jumped is now extremely angry at his child. So imagine what he's projecting onto his child now.
But not only that, now, like you said, now my daughter's going to be like, oh, y'all hit my dad? Oh, now I'm going to beat you up even worse every day in school.
Yeah.
I don't believe that's going to be the case.
Okay.
I don't know if that will be the case. But I do fear for that little girl because that pain that her daddy experienced getting beat up by them two men, he may project onto her just out of anger, like yelling at her, screaming at her, this is your fault, blah, blah, blah. That can mess up a little 7-8-year-old child.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, seeing your daddy get beat up, but jump, it could mess up you too.
Yeah.
We got Victor on the line. Victor, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing? Hey, how you doing, MB?
How you doing,
How's
Victor?
everything, man?
Victor.
Hey, I'm Dominican Victor in Miami. I'm with Jess. Good morning, my beautiful princess.
Good morning. Thank you.
I love you too, baby. Charlamagne, you the man too, man.
Peace.
Thank you for your books, man. They teach me a lot, man.
Hey.
Mental illness, man.
I got a new one coming out next week, May 21st. Get on us a dot line. Why Small Talk Sucks.
Awesome. Hey, listen, I'm with that guy. I had a similar situation with a guy. Daycare. My little baby girl was 4 years old, man. There was a boy picking on her. She didn't want to go to daycare, man, and she loved that place. I spoke to the director. I spoke to the teacher, and nothing was being done until I saw the father outside. He gave me a smirk and a smile like he didn't care. What he said was, boys act that way. I smacked him one time with a backhand with the knuckles, man. I couldn't hold back, man. Guess what? Everything stopped, man. Sometimes to defend your kids, man, it resorts to violence, man, which is bad. But that's the only way. I went through the proper channels. and nothing got fixed until I challenged him. That's it. That was 5 years ago. He used to look at me and walk the other way, man. I commend that guy, man.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
The Dominican turns Howard, man.
Hey, man. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is DP for South Carolina.
Hey, DP, what's up, man?
DP,
Talk to
what's
us.
happening, brother?
What's happening, brother? First of all, I want to say good morning to the three of you.
Good morning.
Second of all, I saw the video of the guy that was explaining it. For one, that dude was too big. If you and your brother have to jump on somebody, that means you don't have no hands, for one. For two, that's hurting a man's pride. Beating on him in front of his child, now you have to deal with the consequences of what happens after it. My whole thing is, if my child was to actually be bullying your child, we're going to sit down as parents and talk this out. If it goes further than that, my child's not leaving your child alone, that's my place to reprimand my child and me to handle that. But as far as you putting your hands on me at the school, in front of my daughter, and you have multiple people with you, whatever happens, it happens. Now, I mean, what he not do to you, you caused us on yourself.
That's true.
And that's what I was saying.
Did you see the other parent?
I didn't see the other parent because I didn't see a video of the other parent for one. But see, how I look at it as a man, I'm not going to record nothing like that. Why am I going to incriminate myself? I just jumped on this guy.
Jess said something. Jess said something that's a good point.
What's that?
What if this dude was a big dude?
Yeah.
We ain't see the other parent.
Because he said that the guy who was recording, the one who beat the other parent up, is too big. But do you know what the other kid? The other kid's parent looked like.
That's true.
You know, we don't know because there was no video.
Yeah. So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Let's discuss. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? We have Ashley on the line. Ashley, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Ashley, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts is I think that we have to always advocate for our kids, and if we've done all that we can and we've went through all the correct avenues, the principal, having a meeting with the parents, it's almost like he said, some kids just need that visualization. And yeah, I understand it could have went totally wrong. He could have pulled out a gun, a knife. It could have got real bad for him. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we cannot ever stop advocating for our kids. Mm-hmm. And what do you do at that point? You have to stand up for your child.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think he was wrong.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's wrong. Like, well, I'm not gonna say he was right either. I'll just say that I can understand the situation. But I wonder, did they try a conversation between the parents with the kids?
Yeah.
Like, would they have a conversation with us as parents and the kids there and explain to each other why she need to stop bullying the child?
He was wrong. He was wrong. They shouldn't have jumped that man. He was wrong. I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't have done it. But it's wrong. It's wrong. It's absolutely positively wrong. As adults, we're supposed to try to handle things as adult situations as parents, and that's wrong. And I'm not going to say that I wouldn't have did it, but it's wrong. I would have to look back at myself and be like, I shouldn't have did that.
I understand him. I'm not going to say it's right. I'm not going to say it's wrong. I would just say, if in my personal opinion, I don't think it's right, but I understand him. But I just feel like there's still too many other things that you could have probably utilize other than just going to jump the guy with your brother. Like, that's crazy.
Brothers.
Oh, it was brothers.
Yeah, he said me and my brothers.
Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Nalisha.
Hey, Nalisha, good morning.
Hi, I'm from New York, but I just moved to South Carolina.
What part?
I live in Somerville.
Oh, what a beautiful life you're living.
Yes, Charlamagne, the guy. My mom actually met you at Enterprise.
Oh, she must work at Enterprise at the airport. At the airport.
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Okay. Yep.
So what's your thoughts, Mama?
So my thought on this is, I feel like I disagree, and I feel like I disagree with what he did because he's trying to show his daughter and stand up for his daughter for getting bullied, but yet here you are contradicting yourself, and you're gonna beat up the father. You're basically bullying. You're showing your child that, yeah, I'm trying to stick up for you, but it's okay to bully. So I disagree with it. I don't think he should have beat up the father because he's basically contradicting what he's trying to stand up for.
And I just sit here wondering, like, it's when everything is based on the thoughts in the actions of a 7 or 8 year old child, right? Like if he's gone through everything already, talk to the principal, talk to the parent, and the kid still ain't learning. What makes them think the kid's gonna learn from this?
But what do you do?
Yep.
What is a better?
Yep.
What do you do then?
I feel like, honestly, you don't have to. It doesn't have to lead to violence. You could honestly speak, because kids are kids. I have a kid. I have a 5-year-old. So kids are going to do that to each other, but it's up to a certain extent. So you can have a conversation with the parent. You can sit down and talk to the parent. You know what I'm saying? But going and beating up the parent and showing the kids that let's just lead this to violence, that's not making any situation better. You're basically contradicting what you're trying to teach them about bullying.
All right, and he talked about his child seeing things. Could you imagine now your daughter's home and the police come to your house and arrest you and put you in cuffs in front of your daughter?
That's embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel sorry, too, for the child who was doing the bullying as well, because I'm telling you, that father is highly upset at her right now.
Of course.
And there's no telling what he's saying to her right now, and the mama.
Right.
You get this from your mama. Your mama don't listen either. Okay, I've been telling your mama to sit her dumb ass down forever, too. She won't sit her dumb ass down either.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Janaea from Atlanta.
Hey, Janaea. What's your thoughts, mama?
Good morning, everyone. My thoughts are, I actually just experienced something like this with my own son, and I can understand both sides of the coin. However, like you all were stating, there's a thin line between trying to do what you need to do for your child, following the governmental officials and doing everything that you need to do in that regard. But that situation could have turned out really, really bad. I actually work for the government, so I've been able to see both sides of that, how those families could have not had a history of any violence at all. And one split second could have ended everything over some 7-year-olds beefing.
Right.
Absolutely. Like, that he didn't think that one through, because if I'm going to go jump somebody, that's the first thing I'm thinking. Like, y'all, I wonder if this dude got a gun.
Yeah.
You know?
And you have to start thinking like that, because look at the times that we live in. Like, people don't care split-second decisions, and you're in jail for the rest of your life.
That's right.
But what?
You think you're going to teach your daughter them a lesson, and now your daughter going to end up at a funeral.
That's right.
Absolutely. And that's a conversation. Like, I understand that they sat down to talk to the parents, but in that instance, we're going to have to keep talking. Something else is going to have to give. Somebody's going to have to get suspended. You know, there needs to be some extra measures in place. And like I said, I understand that, because in my situation, my son was threatened to be killed by a middle schooler in a situation he had nothing to do with. And I saw red. I'm not going to lie. My government job went out the window.
Right.
But I was like, I had to think this through, because this could truly, genuinely be bad.
Yeah, I think that as a parent, when you got a child in school, when your child comes to you and he tells you or she tells you that, you know, her and another child may be having problems, if you have access to the parent, I think you should talk to the parent immediately.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like immediately, because that stuff can escalate so fast. We all been in high school before. You know how those little petty disagreements and petty arguments can turn into physical altercations, especially nowadays in this era. So I feel like, you know, parents need to be intervening immediately. Like one of the young ladies said, I don't know if it was her just now, you can never do enough talking.
Right. All right.
Yeah, she definitely said that.
All right. So I guess that's the moral?
I mean, the moral of the story is, like, I don't think you can never do enough talking. Like, I think it should take a lot before it ever gets to this type of violence.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it should.
And this wasn't even the kind of violence that started because we was having a conversation and it escalated into an argument.
You said something foul, no.
Now, you came to line me up.
Yeah.
You came with the homies to jump me in front of my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how you caught him, too, because if I see y'all outside, I ain't opening the door. And if I'm opening the door, it's I got to protect myself, right?
I thought this happened at school. They went to his house.
That's what made it seem like. I don't think they jumped him at the school.
They said after school.
Yeah,
so
I thought it was after school.
I hope they ain't jump him in front of the school. And then he tells on himself.
Absolutely.
He tells on himself.
Absolutely.
The cops say they don't need a statement. You gave them the statement.
It's true.
I don't know if it was. It didn't say location. He said after school.
Jesus. All right. Well, we got Jess with the Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Yes. In lighter news, we finally gonna get that boot that Mary has been dodging. Because, you know, we always ask her for a boot line, and she finally is giving us something. So I'm going to tell you all about it.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.